Hello friends, hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I'm today going to be talking about a specific case of cyber attack, and that is specifically related to a company called Travelex. In this presentation, we're going to be talking about what exactly is a cyber attack, what exactly is a ransomware attack, which is a form of a cyber attack, and what happened at Travelex organization, how they faced the problem, what was the result or what is the impact that they had to face because of this cyber attack, and finally, what were the key learnings that we see because of this entire attack. Okay, so with this, we'll start out with the topic. So the first thing is, what exactly is a cyber attack? Okay, so cyber attack is primarily a group of people or a single hacker attacking the security system, okay, of the organization and trying to compromise the data or money of the organization in a very simple way. Okay, now when this happens, this can be done in a very series of ways. Okay, the first one being, it can be done as a malware being set up in the organization through through a phishing email, or through directly passing it on through a part of a software, and through this they will have the control of the system of the organization, and they will be successful in taking out data from that organization. Okay, so that is primarily your cyber attack. Okay, but cyber attack can be done through malware, through phishing emails, through ransomware is what we're going to be talking in detail now, and also denial of services. So they will control the entire activity, making sure that the organization is not able to operate in its normal duties. Okay, and as per 2017, we know that more than 2 billion records, okay, were stolen because of this cyber attack, and the industry are or more or less paid around $2 billion as a part of ransomware. And why are we actually talking about ransomware? Because that is what exactly happened with Travelex. Okay, so let's go to ransomware. So a very simple example of ransomware would be, if suppose I am a victim, so a hacker would try to send a link or a software to me, mostly through a phishing email. Okay, now what exactly is a phishing email? An email which is coming from a non-trusted source, but it will look like it is a trusted source, so that victim will click on that email or that link. Once that email or that link is clicked, the software automatically gets downloaded in the system, and through its engineering hacks, the software will be able to take control of the admin access, and more importantly, will take control of the firewalls and all the other security measures of that system. And once the attacker has a control, they can stop the system, or they can take out the data from that system, making ransom request, okay, the money request to to the victim. Mostly those requests are done in bitcoins. Okay, that is cryptocurrency. If they want the organization to restore their data or restore their services, then the victim will have to pay that amount as a ransom to the hackers. Okay, this is a very simple plain vanilla case of ransomware. Let us look at what exactly is Travelex. So Travelex is world's okay largest foreign currency exchange company. They are based out of London, and they are dealing in different currencies on a daily basis. It requires a remittance of currency to different organizations, different people, or getting money from different people and organization, and also travelers. Okay, so that is the main core business of Travelex. Okay, and they were actually world's largest company doing it. Okay, but what exactly happened in this company? So on 31st of December 2019, a group of hackers, okay, they tried to hack the company's system using a phishing email, and they tried to copy around 5 GB of customer related sensitive data. Okay, that data was copied and encrypted by the hackers. So once this is done, the organization, the Travelex, will not be able to access the system till the time they make the payment. On 7th of January 2020, it was revealed that Travelex has been asked for 4.6 million euro, that is $6 million, as a ransom if they want to restore their services. This was a very big amount, and this information was not given by the Travelex, that they have been asked for a ransom in order to restore their services. This was not informed by the company. Okay, then because of this attack, what happened is that the entire system through which the organization was allowing its customers and travelers to make payment or make transaction in different currency actually stopped. Their website stopped. They had a connection with a lot of retail stores. that also had to stop, and because of which a lot of the travelers who were traveling and could not have the money to restore could not have the cash to complete their transaction because the system was not working. So the entire company actually had to move back from the online system to paper pencil methodology. Okay, so that had a huge impact on the operations, that had a huge impact on the customer convenience, and also it impacted the reputation of the organization in depth. Okay, this entire thing actually continued for almost a month because the IT system had to check each and every computer to identify whether that computer has been hacked or whether that the computer has been impacted or not. Okay, and finally, when this everything got sorted, okay, so Travelex highlighted that there was no material breach of the customer data, and they've started out with their own investigation, but they also revealed that they had to pay around $2.3 million in Bitcoin to the hacker so that they can release their systems from that ransomware attack. Okay, and because of which they were able to come back to online services fast, and the payment that was paid, that came as a shock to a lot of people in the security business. Okay, what are the key lessons that we have learned from this entire episode of Travelex cyber attack? The first being, any organization, whether big or small, can get impacted because of it. So it is not necessarily that it only impacts big organization like big banks or big financial institution. It can also attack a traveling company who is facilitating foreign currency transactions. Okay, so no organization is small or big for this attack. You have to be ready for it. Okay, second important learning point for Travelex was that they had been given indication that their firewalls, their security networks are not up to the mark, but they did not had any plan to restore it, or they did not had any plan to make themselves protected against such attack. A lot of these companies ideally should be doing a scenario analysis wherein if suppose they get attacked by a cyber criminals, then whether they are equipped with all the necessary protection controls. So ideally they should do it. Okay, the next important point which has to be learned from this case is that in 2018, that is hardly around 1 year back, that the same company was also faced attack wherein they had lost around 17,000 customers data point. Okay, but there was no learning for the organization from that attack, and they had to face this bigger challenge because they were not learning from their own mistakes. And finally, whenever such attack happens in your organization, you have to be transparent to the media, to the customers, to all the general public or all the stakeholders. Because in this case, since Travelex was not transparent with respect to the effect that it will have on the customer's data point, it led to a lot of reputational damage to the organization. A lot of sales actually went down post this attack. So whenever this particular situation happens to your organization or anything, you have to maintain transparency because there are a lot of client data related information regulation that these organizations have to follow. Okay, but if they are not able to follow it, there is a breach. There are requirements that they are supposed to inform to the regulators within 72 hours, and they have to file for those reports. They have to give information to the customers also. So those things actually did not happen proactively in this case, and that was a very big learning not only for Travelex but the other organization who might face such issue in future. I hope this entire presentation or this entire topic was informative to you. In case if you have any problem, you can help us with your feedback or views. Thank you.